Welcome to the My Business Podcast, where we sit down with local businesses and we talk about who they are, where they come from, and what inspires them to be in business.
Hello and welcome back to the My Business Podcast, everyone. If you've ever felt the pinch of rising energy bills or just wanted to do your part in creating a more sustainable future, well, today's episode really is tailor-made for you. With me, I have two of the three of the trio behind the Energy Avengers, a formidable alliance in the energy world. Vinny and James, welcome to the My Business Podcast.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you.
Excellent. Now, you guys have come together to shape this energy landscape and make businesses in Queensland and New South Wales aware of some really valuable changes that are happening right now and some opportunities. So if bring Bill to a brew. Is that right? Bring Bill to a brew.
Bring Bill a brew.
Bring Bill a brew.
Bring Bill a brew. We're going to get into that. It sounds intriguing. Or you're wondering how to save big on these Q-Best rebates, which you may not have heard of, but we're going to find out all about those. Stick around because this episode is going to be jam-packed full of some gold nuggets. So let's dive right in, guys. All right. Now, a lot of people probably hearing about the Energy Avengers for the first time today. Can one of you give me a quick rundown on who you are and what you do?
The way this has come about with Energy Avengers, it's a combination between Green Output, which is Jimmy's business, and our business, Australian Power Brokers. Jared and I run that. And it's an opportunity to bring these two companies together to come up with a way of giving people the power back in their power bills effectively, trying to keep those power bills down. And we're looking at every way possible to affect that.
Okay,
yeah.
And so coming together to help businesses, individuals be able to manage that. Because, look, it is such a big thing these days, isn't it? You hear about it all in the media.
Yep.
Energy prices just keep rising.
Yeah. And it's daunting.
Oh, it is. Along with, this is one of the big things, I think, along with petrol, with the rise in the cost of living, and people need any help they can get. So, but look, tell me, Energy Avengers, really catchy name. What's the inspiration behind forming the alliance, and how do you feel it sets you apart in this energy industry?
Well, Energy Avengers, for good or for worse, everyone knows the Marvel movies, The Avengers.
Cool.
And that's our concept. We each bring our own sort of niche to this market, and we all have got our own speciality in the energy industry. Myself, I've been working in the LED side of energy efficiency for a very long time now, and Vinny and Jared, they've been doing a lot in the sort of energy brokerage and solar spaces, and bringing these two companies together means that when we approach clients, we can actually offer them a wide-ranging solutions with our own niches brought to the table. And Energy Avengers is one of those things that you can just bring to the table, and everyone's going to know what we're doing and why we're doing it. Yeah.
Fantastic. Now, there's been a recent rollout of a thing called the Q-Best rebates.
That's it.
Now, I've got a few questions around that, but firstly, I don't think this has been widely known, but it's such a fantastic program that you guys know all about and can help clients with. Tell me, what is it? How does it work?
Q-Best has been created by the Queensland government as an opportunity for businesses to take advantage of, upping the energy efficiency levels on a lot of appliances, on their lighting, et cetera, et cetera. Look, to the truth be known, they've lagged behind New South Wales and Victoria this last 10 years, where the rebates have been fantastic for businesses. So a little bit late to the party, but better late than never is what we think. And really, it's just about bringing the level up of energy efficiency. I mean, Jimmy can talk to the actual, the nitty-gritty of what's being offered out there by Q-Best, but it's a phenomenal opportunity, $12,500 co-contribution by the Queensland government to upgrade everything.
Fantastic. So, give us the details, Jimmy.
The nitty-gritty.
Yeah.
The Queensland government has a maximum of $12,500 per site available as a rebate back on any energy efficiency activity done by a commercial business.
Okay.
So it's for small and medium businesses. There's a couple of eligibility requirements in order to be eligible business for the Queensland government. Some of them are between 2 and 199 employees on site. You have to have an ABN and be active in Queensland. But some of those nitty-gritty stuff, you've got up to $8,000 is the minimum amount of spend. So between 8,000 and 12,500, the Queensland government will contribute 50% of whatever you spend, and they will give a rebate as a cashback into the business.
Okay, so what you're saying is you meet your eligibility requirements, you spend over $8,000 on an energy efficient approved.
Correct. Whether it's LED lighting, whether it's air conditioning retrofits, whether it's 4-star or higher energy appliances, the list is quite substantial.
Okay, and the government will basically refund you half the price.
50%. Yeah.
Yep,
Up to
$12,500. So you spend $25,000, you'll get $12,500 back. And I think I think every business I know could probably spend up to that amount, if not a lot more. So yeah, it's very generous.
Wow. Okay, that's amazing. So I mean, 50%.
Yep.
And to upgrade whatever it is you might or look at services. So how do you guys help businesses with the QBest rebates?
Well, what we do is we go out and do an audit. So a company will contact us, we'll go out there, we'll explain to them what their energy bill looks like, what it could look like once we've gone through and done an energy audit. And we'll just outline what they could be doing, whether it's changing over their lighting to be more energy efficient, changing over their appliances, looking at things like heat pumps for hot water. We'll identify all the hot points for them.
Sure.
And then take them through what's going to be covered off by the government, explain that return on investment. I mean, it's not just about the rebate, Adam. It's about what happens after that, because we're going to be reducing businesses, risk and costs when it comes to energy. So paybacks are normally within that range of around 12 months to 15 months. That's before the rebate. After the rebate, well, it could be anywhere between 9 and 12 months in terms of to get your money back.
Wow.
And that's one of the points as well, is that businesses themselves have a certain allocation of funds that they as an organisation they've got to use. A lot of businesses are putting that towards their electricity expenses, when there's a few simple steps that can be done to shift that allocation of funds into something that's more beneficial for their business, whether that's stock, whether that's personnel. There's so many other avenues that they could be using that money that they're already spending. And we've got some of the ways to help them get access to that.
Sure. So if I'm getting this right, you guys can come in, do an audit for a business and show them where and how they can save money across the board on all their electricity usage and needs, and whether it be solar or whatever else there is. And I might get you to even tell me the range of things.
Not just that as well, is not only are we going to be doing the rebate, not only are we helping educate and finding out solutions for them to get access to it, but we take them through the entire process. So that'll include organising contractors, getting people to site, organising the energy efficiency appliances to the factory, and helping them with the QBest application to get that rebate.
A lot.
Start to finish a one-stop shop. Yeah,
we're talking TV screens, we're talking dishwashers, we're talking dryers, we're talking any appliance that you can name pretty much that's 4-star and above, that's going to help reduce energy costs.
On any appliance. Okay, right. So, and I gather when I think about this as a lay person, you think about your dishwasher having the stars, you have your fridge, white goods is the thing, but it's on so many more things than that these days, isn't it?
Air conditioning. Which is a really big one. We're coming into the summer. It's going to be a hot summer. The Bureau of Meteorology says it's going to be a hot summer, so everyone's going to want to be turning that on, and they're not going to be looking forward to that bill come March or April next year, and they'll think, oh gee, was it that hot really? Did I really need to run it 24/7? Which you probably did. And people need to stay comfortable and cool and relaxed, so they don't want that extra pressure of thinking, oh, how do I pay for this? So this is a really, really good opportunity for them.
It really is. And one of the other things to add to that is all of these appliances we're talking about, air cons, these are really good things that people and businesses need for their operations, and just, lunch rooms and just bits and pieces. But one of the things that a lot of business owners overlook is the thing right above their head, which is the lighting.
I was about to say,
it really is, because it's one of the things that comes with the unit that you're in. It comes with the property, and you are the one paying the electricity bill. At the end of the day, it's coming out of your bank account, and there's ways that we can help to do it. And the biggest return on investments are going to be your LED lighting. So like, for example, if you've got a factory unit and those large industrial high bay lights, those silver domes that you see around, those domes,
they're everywhere.
They're everywhere, they are. And they are some of the most inefficient lighting possible. Take 10 minutes to turn on. The heat that gets produced for them means that not only are you wasting money on the electricity, but your cooling systems are trying to work overdrive to actually do the heating.
One thing feeds into another.
Exactly.
Yep,
so once we swap them out, potentially there's up to about $300 to $400 per light per year of energy savings that are possible with these high bay lights.
Wow.
We're swapping from the 400 watt mercury vapor to 100 watt LED. It's just the same amount of brightness, better productivity, less cooler light, and saves you money on electricity.
So if we look at that example there, where you come in and look at these big lights and say, look, let's get some LED in. So, use the rebate in order to
Help
purchase them,
50%,
and you'll organise the entire thing. So save money on what's going in. Save money through the rebate on
us
putting
handle
them
it
in,
for you.
and you do the lot. And
That's it.
Sit back and enjoy. I mean, this. I think that the thing that most people would be thinking of in terms of this sort of saving is solar. That's everyone's got their mind around that. You put solar on and you sort of save money, but there's different ways, especially with this rebate.
It's one of the things that we always say, Adam, is that a lot of solar companies come in and they treat solar like it's the cure for cancer. Oh, you just slap up some solar panels up on your roof and you'll be sweet. It's not the way it's done. Sometimes solar isn't the answer. A lot of the times it is, but you've got to run through a checklist, a sequence of events. And what we do is we take all that low-hanging fruit that Jimmy was just talking about, the lighting. We run through all of that, do what we can, and then we can have a look if there's any place for solar after that.
Yep.
And if there is, we'll say, let's put up a system. And 9 times out of 10, that system's going to be smaller, having done that, than the one that we would have put on when you've got all of this, energy using.
Once you've put
stuff.
in the energy efficient stuff anyway.
Exactly right.
But look, what I love about what you guys do is the full audit where you can put all this together. And so, most people will have someone come in and give them the best case scenario around solar. And I know it's not what it used to be, which I don't think a lot of people realise either. But you guys can say, if solar is the answer, you'll go, yep, absolutely, you should be doing this, and help them be able to do that. But you also can say, hang on, that ain't going to be the best thing. You're using most of your electricity at night. Why would you do that when the rebates are what they are now? So, and a lot of people just don't understand this. So to get someone in like you guys who can look at the entire picture and then say, yeah, solar, no solar, hang on, let's look at all this first, and then less solar. I love it.
Think of it as a health check. Like you go to the doctor for an annual, or in my case, because I'm getting older, every 6 months. The doctor wants to say, Vinny, let's look at your bloods and see how you're coping. But think of it as a health check. Sometimes we come and look at a business and there is nothing to do, and that is a good moment too. But then you can rest easy. Then you can sit with your accountant and say, I've done everything. I've done everything I can. The guys from Energy Avengers just came through and gave me a clean bill of health. We're doing everything we possibly can.
How often does that happen though, Vinny?
Not that often, but it's always I don't mind that moment at all, because it tells me that people are actually thinking about energy, and I like that, they like that. And look, that does lead to more business down the track, because people are more likely to refer us when they say, hey, these guys, they weren't trying to just make money out of us and make a sale. They actually came in and did what they said they were going to do, which was audit us, and it's good.
Yep, fantastic. So what is the perfect business sort of for you guys? Who out there listening at the moment should be coming to you to get this order? Is it anyone? Is it is it the factories with who should be coming to you guys?
The best part is that there's no one that can't benefit.
Sure.
That's the best part. With the QBest rebate, we are looking for people that are within the eligibility requirements, but even if you're outside of those eligibility requirements,
you can still help.
Well, there's still ways that we can help. So anyone that has a business, is a decision maker within that business, we're able to have a conversation with and at least educate and let them know what's available and what's in front of them. Yeah.
Fantastic. All right, well, look, let's talk Bring Bill a Brew, because it sounds interesting. Who's going to tell me what that's all about?
Well, he's perfected it. I think the name came from a discussion that Jimmy and I were having one day, and we just thought, how do we differentiate ourselves? Because there's a lot of people, there's a lot of pressure out there. A lot of people are knocking on doors and saying, we've got this product, we've got that product. And the whole personal aspect of it is lost.
Yep.
So we thought, well, let's just take people outside of their office, bring them up to a cafe or sometimes even the local restaurant. And if they bring a bill in, an electricity bill, we'll shout them a brew. Could be a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, a beer. If it's
why not?
Who doesn't
Low
want
key
that?
Q&A.
Yeah.
There's no importance put on it. Just ask any of the questions
That's
that you
it.
need to. Yeah.
So just ask us about what goes on and over a brew.
Yep.
And with your bill, we'll talk you through it, because the bill, Adam, is the foundation stone for everything.
I was going to say, where does that, what can you determine just from a bill?
You can determine a lot from a bill. You can see their energy rate that they're on. What plan are they actually on? Is maybe there's another plan on the market that's better. Where are they using their electricity? There's so many things.
Yeah, they're what we call load profile. You don't really, you do. You can pick up a lot of clues. It's sort of the DNA for a business when it comes to their electricity. There's further data that we can get, and we often do get further than the bill. But the bill is always the starting place, because otherwise you're just you're speaking into the dark. You really are.
Sure. But I believe you guys can, when you do these audits, can actually go in and work out what appliances and where the energy is being sucked out. Is that right?
1,000%. Yeah.
How does
Definitely.
that work? How do you know?
Most of the time, it's whatever units you've got on site. So we can actually see through what is on site, and that's where we do our site inspections. And we actually then take an inventory of what they have, where they're using it, and how much they're using it based on their hours of operation.
Wow. Okay. Fantastic. Now, look, with funds for this QBEST rebate being limited, what advice would you give businesses to ensure they don't miss out on this opportunity?
Get on it.
Act fast, yeah.
Call you guys.
Well,
Call
it's
us now.
one of the things that the Queensland government has put in is that funds are limited, and it's first in, best dressed. It's whoever puts in the application gets it until funds are done. There's no end date. So it's act fast, get in, get the install happening, and then apply for it before the funds dry up.
Okay, and you said it was up to 12.5 grand.
Up to
That each
12.5
business
grand,
could get, meaning they buy 25 grand's worth of whatever it might be which is going to save them on their bills anyway.
It's exactly right. And look, and I'm sure a lot of, pardon me, a lot of businesses will take the opportunity to upgrade. There's a lot. They'll be looking around and thinking, oh yeah, it's been a while since we've had an upgrade on the split, the aircon, but it's first in, best dressed, move quickly is our advice.
Yep. But it could be anything, couldn't it? It could be, it could be pubs that you talk to about their TV screens.
100%.
Could be.
They could get 4 new TV screens.
That's it.
For the. Why am I thinking about pubs?
Got to come to Braiser Brew.
That's right.
Well, all right. So get in quick, get in touch with you guys, because you can talk them through the process, talk them through what they need. But look at the bigger picture as well, and they might hear this and think, I want a new TV screen, and that's okay. But you can come in and say, look, you could do that, but you'd be much better using your 12.5 on this, because it's going to save you a lot more than that TV screen.
We're always looking at the return on investment. So what is going to actually make the business, by spending the money, the most amount of money back? And most of the time it's LED lighting that has the good ROIs that actually mean that they're able to save money.
Fantastic.
If I would ask all businesses one simple question, what else could you be doing with that money? Why put it in the hands of the energy companies? Why put it in the hands of the retailers, when by taking advantage of this, cutting down your energy consumption, more money in your pocket, take that trip to Bali, put the kids through a private school, there's plenty of other good uses for your money, and honestly, the energy retailers are rich enough. So let's not.
So anyone listening to this too, I think we know solar's been around. You see the ads everywhere. You got people knocking on your door
Ad nauseum.
Realise, that could be right for you, but come and see you guys and put it into the bigger plan.
Absolutely.
And decide whether it is, and use the QBEST. Put it all together, which is what you guys do.
That's it.
We're definitely going to tell you what is the best fit for you.
Yep.
We're not a business that goes out and says we're just solar guys or we're just aircon guys, so you got to buy this product. Yep. We're guys who go out and tell you what we think is the best plan of attack for you.
You got to remember that guy who knocks on your door, that guy who rings you up, that TV ad. They're all making commission on what they're selling with solar.
Absolutely.
That's not what you guys are about.
Not at all.
And I think
perfect fit for the customer is our prime objective.
And if solar's it, you'll do it, and you'll do it at as good a price as anyone else. But fitting into the bigger
with
picture.
Quality install as well. That's going to be the other point that we need to stress as well, is that a lot of these prices that you see for a lot of these different activities, what is the quality that you're going to get? What are they paying their subcontractors to get out there and do the work? We've got relationships in our network with the Energy Avengers. That's the point of Energy Avengers. Multiple energy companies solving multiple energy issues.
And looking at the big picture.
Looking at the big picture.
Love it. Guys, we're about to wrap up, but look, what piece of advice would you give to anyone listening to this now who wants to get involved?
Well, Jimmy will have his own advice. My advice would be give us a call real quick. Go out there and, get all those upgraded appliances and use them over the holiday period and into the future, but knowing that, you're doing it efficiently and you're saving money. So happy Christmas to everyone.
And let us prove to you that we can show you what is necessary.
Fantastic. Look, it's a win-win to me. I can't see how anyone can lose from this. I mean, you're using the government's money to get better equipment, more energy efficient. That will save you money in the long run. So
absolutely.
Why wouldn't you do it? Guys, where do people get in touch?
They come to www.energyavengers.com.au and have a look at some of the information that we have there and fill in the forms. We'll be in contact and we'll start saving money.
They can do that for Bring Bill a Brew?
That's it.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. That's exactly right.
Fantastic. Well, look, there you have it, folks. A deep dive into the world of energy savings and the exciting opportunities that are there and available with the Q-Best rebates. Now, a big thanks, guys, Vinny and James, for sharing your expertise here today, shedding light on, what it is, your mission to help people save money. So, business owners and individuals out there, if you're looking for ways to navigate the energy landscape more efficiently, you know who to reach out to. Don't forget to check out Bring Bill a Brew sessions. Who knows? Discussing your energy. Who knows that it could be so fun to, I'm thinking beer, but coffee if that's your thing. So, look, to all our listeners, remember, stay informed, be proactive, and take advantage of this golden opportunity. Get in touch with the guys, www.energyavengers.com.au. Until next time, keep innovating, and we'll catch you on the next episode of the My Business Podcast. Thanks, guys.
Good on you, Adam. Take care.